Welcome to Pioneer Perspective, where we give you insight on what's happening on the Vol State campus. I'm Zane. Today my guest is Karen Mitchell from the Vol State College Foundation, and we're talking about the Women Empowering Education Luncheon this spring. Hi Karen, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm great. How about you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Tell us a little bit about the luncheon. When is it going on?
So we are having a Women Empowering Education Luncheon on April the 4th. That's a Friday from 11 to 1 at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic Church in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And
what do participants need to do in order to attend this event?
So it's very easy to attend. You just need to RSVP to foundation@volstate.edu, or you can call 615-230-3506 and make a reservation that way as well.
And how long have you guys been doing this luncheon?
We have been doing this luncheon for 18 years. It's a luncheon that when I first came to Volunteer State Community College, I had this brainchild and decided that this would be a great time to begin the Women in Philanthropy had been an interest of mine, and when I started thinking about scholarships, I know that can be a real passion for women. And I got excited about having a luncheon that was just for women. Of course, we have men that come too, but it's a women's luncheon, and I just wanted to gather some women together to see how powerful we could be as women in raising dollars for students, and it has been fantastic. Women have just absolutely loved this event.
Awesome. What's kind of been the impact of this event in the past 18 years?
In the past 18 years, we have raised over $500,000. We have funded over 80 students' scholarships in various forms, sometimes full tuition, sometimes book scholarships. And the great thing about this particular fund is we can catch those students that fall through the cracks. So some of those students don't qualify for Tennessee Promise or Tennessee Reconnect for various reasons. And those are both great programs, but people also have a tendency to think that Tennessee Reconnect and Tennessee Promise are, because of those two programs, nobody needs scholarship dollars. Well, that's not entirely true because, for example, Vol State's average age is 22. And so Tennessee Promise, the age is 18. Tennessee Reconnect, they did just lower it and it's now 23. But as you can see, there's a gap in the middle. So those students don't really qualify for anything. Also, there are students who just fall through the cracks with Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Reconnect, and we can help to catch and support those students through their education here at Volunteer State Community College as well. Mm-hmm.
What's going to be different about this year's luncheon?
Well, what is different about this year's luncheon is that, we have 3 title sponsors. It's not necessarily different. We had a 3rd title sponsor come in at the last minute last year, so it's not necessarily different, but we're very excited. We have High Point Health with Ascension St. Thomas. They're formerly known as Sona Regional Medical Center. They've been a sponsor for many, many years. Several years ago, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, came in as a 2nd sponsor, and last year, right kind of at the last minute, but not this year, they weren't last minute this year, they jumped right in this year. They were excited to be a title sponsor again, and that is NASTC, National Association for Small Trucking Companies, who has come in as another title sponsor. So we have 3 title sponsors that we're excited about and that they were excited to sponsor our event. We have student testimonial that is always very impactful. And then we also have a comedian who is much loved. She's been here many times. She is actually retiring, and this is her last year. So it makes us sad because she is well loved, but that will definitely be different that this is her last year.
That's awesome. So you mentioned your sponsors. What goes into fundraising an event like this?
Mostly it's about getting the word out. The great news about this particular event is that once people come, they have absolutely fallen in love with the event itself. Our very first event, we had 150 or so women there. And when they left our first event, people were asking us, when are you going to do this again? I want to sponsor next year. Well, that rarely happens in fundraising, but it's a real gem when it does. And so we outgrew that space very quickly, and we moved to another space, another church in Hendersonville, First Baptist Church in Hendersonville, who was very gracious to us, but their space only held 400. So we stayed there for several years and had to cap it at 400. And so for the last probably 5 years or so, we've had a waiting list. And so then we moved to Our Lady of the Lake Catholic Church in Hendersonville, and they have capacity of 500. And we are almost at the 500 mark for this year. So once again, we're very excited, and we are hoping Sumner County is going to grow a venue somewhere along the way that will allow us to seat more than 500 for a lunch. But right now, that's where we are, and we have a great time with it.
So, in a perfect outcome, what impact would you like to have from this year's luncheon?
In a perfect outcome, we would love to raise $75,000 to $80,000. You know, the truth is, I'd love to raise $100,000 out of this event, I'm not sure I actually answered your full question before when you said what goes into this, where I was headed really with all of that. I get excited about the event itself, and so I start talking about that and get sidetracked. But what goes into it, really, it's about spreading the word and about people knowing and understanding. And it's not just about how much fun they're going to have at the event, but it's about the impact that they're going to make. That's what spreading the word is. And once people understand the impact that they're going to make, then they're willing and excited about being part of it. So that's a part of that. But the perfect outcome would be, you know, to raise $100,000 from the event and to generate some other ongoing individual donors.
Karen, you sound very passionate about philanthropy. Can you tell me about what drives you?
Yes. So, you know, I love career fairs and how they, you know, show different career paths that people can take. But almost never do you see fundraising or philanthropy as a career path. In any career fair or wherever you go, you almost never see that. And it makes me sad because we need good people in this arena. It's something that people seem to fall into, but it is a fantastic career. And at one point, somebody said to me, well, I just hate fundraising. I hate asking people for money. I just hate that. But here's the thing. It's not that I love asking people for money. It's that I love the end result. And I know what the end result can do and the difference it can make in the lives of the students. And so when you can convey that to people who are trying to, they want to make a difference in other people's lives too. So really it's a win-win for everybody. So it's a great career path to be on. And yes, I'm very passionate about what we can do and what we can accomplish together.
Now, how can our viewers at home donate to the cause?
They can donate in several ways, and I think I mentioned earlier that you can email or you can call. You can also give online. I can't believe I forgot that one, but you can email foundation@volstate.edu. You can call 615-230-3506 for RSVPs. You can also RSVP online. You can go to the Vol State website, click on Give, and then on the left-hand column will be Events, and you can find Women Empowering Education, and there's a quick and easy way to give right then and there. You can also RSVP online, I think. So,
awesome. Sounds like there's a lot of ways to help
yes, we try to make it as easy as possible.
Love that. All right. Well, thank you, Karen. Thank you for joining us here on Pioneer Perspective to share your insight on the Women Empowering Education Luncheon.
Thank you.
What day
I've
did you say that
enjoyed
was
being
on
here.
again?
It is Friday, April the 4th from 11 to 1.
Great. All right, guys, we will catch you next time.